Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Asmi and my group mate Dia Salsabila. We are from group 11 and the author that we're going to cover is Oscar Wilde. He is an Irish poet and one of his famous book is The Picture of Doran Gray. So that's the book that we're going to compare with the setting at that time when the book was published. So the Picture of Doran Gray was published in 1890 and it is in Victorian era. So without wasting any more time, let's hear from the first part of the comparison from Dia Salsabila. But before we hear from Dia Salsabila, I would like to tell you a little bit about this book, The Picture of Doran Gray. So this book is about Doran Gray, a handsome, a good-looking young man who is envy his portrait. He envies his own portrait. So he tried one day he met Lord Henry, and that's when his life started to change. He see the world in a different perspective, so he tried to live his own life with his own beauty. I think that's all the plot about the book. Let's hear from Dia Salsabila for the first part of the comparison.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This book first released in 1819 by Lippincott's Monthly Magazine. The character is Doran Gray, Basil Hallward, Lord Henry Wotton, and Sybil Vane. In the table, we can see the comparison in time, place, period, setting between real life and the book. The book condition is quite similar. Thank you, and I give it back to my friend Asmi.
Okay, I'm going to explain the next part, which is the place setting. So I'm going to compare the place setting between the book and the place setting in real life at the time. So actually, the places in the book wasn't fictional, so it's easier to compare, and it's actually quite similar what's in the book and what's in the real life at the time. Places like West End and East End actually exist. It was in London. The only different, I guess, it's a little bit different. London at that time is a poverty city, where people live in overcrowded city in London, but in the book it's not really show how London was a poverty and slums. But despite being quite similar about the place setting, the situation at the time is actually different. It's a total opposite. Like the middle class society and the corrupt upper classes were described to be dull and sinners, while in reality at the time, which is Victorian era, the society was described to be or it's well known for its prudish and uber judgmental standards. So it's a total opposite. But that's the difference. Okay, so that's the difference. I'm going to talk a little bit about the things that are similar or related to the other Oscar Wilde. I think Oscar Wilde write a little bit about his experience. Like Oscar Wilde went to Oxford University, and one of the characters also went to Oxford University, and the characters Basil also a painter, and Oscar Wilde, the author, also have a friend who is a painter. So that's the similarity. So the last thing I want to say is the sentence that I read in the book. One of the characters, it's Lord Henry, if I wasn't mistaken, he said that geniuses actually last longer than beauty. I think he is quite true. Okay, that's all from us. If there is mistake, we like to say sorry. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.